Hey guys, uh, thought I'd do a video today just to kind of address the elephant in the room. I've been getting a lot of questions about this, so I figured I'd just come on today just to answer this question that I've been getting asked a lot. And the question is, what made me switch from Harley-Davidson to this? It's not an easy answer. Well, it is an easy answer, but it's not a short answer. There are a couple of reasons why I switched from my Harley-Davidson Street Glide to the BMW F850 GS Adventure. So let's talk about some of those reasons. The biggest reason is that Harley charges you so much for these bikes, and the minute you get the bike, you end up having to change basic things on it. Like, when I say basic things, I'm talking about the suspension, the handlebars, the seat, the exhaust, changing from halogen lights to LED lights. You know, with the amount of money we spend on these Harleys, they should come with this stuff standard. And this bike did. So I went through 4 Harleys, and keep in mind, I was 10 years removed from motorcycle riding when I bought my first Harley. A lot had changed in 10 years, technology-wise, the different options you can get. And I wasn't familiar with all of the changes. I just knew that I always liked Harley, so I set out to get a Harley. But after some time on the Harley, I kind of started going through different changes. So my first Harley was, of course, too small. I had a Sport Glide. I had that for all of 2 weeks, and then I took it back and got the Road King Special, which I liked for local riding. But my first long trip, I hated it. There was no wind protection. I tried buying the windshield for it. I got the tallest windshield they made for it, and I still was getting a lot of helmet buffeting. So I decided I needed to get a bike with a fairing, which is what I did, and how I ended up with my Road Glide. I put tens of thousands of dollars into that Road Glide after spending $23,000 to purchase the bike. Got it all, done up the way I liked. But then I rode a Street Glide, and that was probably more of, I could have kept the Road Glide at that point. I had already done everything to it, but I loved riding the Street Glide so much that I said, you know what, I need to have a Street Glide. So I bought the Street Glide. Cycle starts all over again, having to think about changing bars, changing the seat, changing the exhaust, changing the suspension, and then whatever other custom stuff I wanted to do to the bike to make it mine, as they say in the Harley world. And I put about $4,000 into it, and I was about to put maybe another $5,000 into it, and I said, wait a minute, this is ridiculous. Why am I spending so much money on these bikes? Why don't I just find something that already has everything in it I already want? So I started doing research and came across a couple of different bikes that I liked. And all of them came with the things that I added or had to add, or most people have to add, to a Harley, which didn't make sense to me. So I started researching those bikes, and the kicker is these bikes with these features, basic features, cost thousands less than a Harley with nothing. So I knew after that point that I was not buying another Harley. So I started doing my research on a couple of different bikes, and I landed with BMW. Now, this bike that I have now came with everything that I wanted. It's already got the aquapulvic exhaust. The suspension is amazing stock. The seat, comfortable. I am going to still get an air hawk because I do start noticing after really long rides, and I mean like 3 hours or more in the saddle, that I was getting some pain in those pressure points. So, but an air hawk could take care of that. All LED lighting. Like I said, suspension's amazing. Traction control. Speed shifter. Look at this. Speed shifter. The standard on this bike. Well, on the package I got anyway. Heated grips. Cruise control. I love this. The BMW's navigation thing. You can push sideways, scroll, different menu functions. I have on this bike, I believe it's 4 different ride modes. Cannot get that on a Harley. Well, maybe on a Pan America you can, but on the bikes that I was buying, Street Glides, Road Kings, you can't get that. Digital screen, adjustable windscreen, so you can adjust it up or down depending on where you need it. It's very easy to adjust. 2 ports for power, keyless start. There's your different ride modes, heated grips. This button here turns traction control off. I got the lower version only because they didn't have the standard version. On the standard version, this would be your electronic suspension. This is how you go through or toggle through all your menus. Fog lights, standard on this bike. Didn't have to add them. I am going to add some additional lighting, but all of this stuff came standard. Gas cap locks. Can't get in there. And this thing just looks amazing. It's dual purpose on and off road. 21-inch front tire, 17-inch rear. Already comes with the racks for the panniers, or saddlebags as we like to call them. I added that bag. I like it. But it's just a great bike. Fun to ride. More than enough power. I love it. I changed the windshield too. Added a darker, taller windshield, but that's it. Yeah, so it just made more sense to me to purchase a bike that already had everything that I wanted, rather than, buying a Harley for $23,000 and then dumping another tens of thousands into it. I see myself putting maybe another $2,000-3,000 into this to have everything I could possibly dream of having on it and being done with it. Can't do that with a Harley. Oh, did I forget to mention satellite navigation? Yeah. It's a separate screen. So, I'm totally happy with my decision. Like I said, never going back to Harley. Nothing against my Harley lovers, Harley riders. Some of my best friends ride Harleys. Hell, I started out back riding on a Harley. So I would never say anything too bad about the company or the brand. I'll just say that when you know better, in my case, you do better. So, like I said, this was just a video to kind of discuss that topic, address the elephant in the room. I was getting a lot of questions about that. Why did you leave Harley? What made you purchase a BMW? BMW has a solid reputation, and their GS is definitely world-renowned bike. World-renowned. I did a lot of homework on this bike, and I made the best decision possible. They have a bigger version of this, the 1250. That's the version that is the most popular. You can't get a 2022 1250 right now. Oh yeah, this is a 2022. You can't get a 2022 1250 right now, but a lot of people say that I made out better with the 850 anyway, because the suspension. When you want to do any type of off-road riding, the 1250 has what's called the telelever suspension, where they have a shock in the front that helps the suspension on the bike without you getting that brake dive. But they say that that system is not the best system off-road. I just have the inverted forks on this, and like I said, the suspension is amazing to me. No problems with it whatsoever. Very comfortable suspension. Anyway, so I'm gonna wrap this video up. Like I said, just wanted to address that for anyone who wanted to know why I switched from Harley-Davidson to BMW. And if you don't know anything about the BMW bikes, I would strongly advise anyone, go ride one. Go ride one, do your own, research, see how you feel about the bike. Like I said, I love it. Very happy with it. And I wish I had at least explored other options before I purchased my first Harley. I more than likely, if I'd have explored this option first, this would have been my first and last. First and last bike. But like I said, I'm happy with it. I already started doing some things to it. I have the saddlebag or panniers, whatever you want to call them, coming today. So I'll do another video once those are installed so you can see what that looks like. That's it. Hope everybody enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. And hit that bell icon so that you'll know when I upload a new video. I'm going to start doing more videos probably after the winter. I'm not one of those guys that rides all year round. Sorry, not sorry. So when it gets below the 40s, to me it's time to put it up. So anyway, have a great day, guys. See you on the next video.